had your introductions or anything that I can go with my questions, just let me know.
Yeah, I talked briefly about the first question we received from some investors. The first question was, what's the primary purpose of the scanner, for our scanner? And I gave the answer to that. Yeah, it simplifies your decision making for investing in new projects. When searching for a new project, you want to make sure that you're safe, that you want to see real life data. So how many airdrops have been sent out? Is there a blacklisting contract or blacklisting functionality integrated in the contract? What was the launching cap? What is the current market cap, etc., etc. So our scanner provides, I think, much information as you can wish for investing in a project, yes or no. So based on our scanner, you can make your own decision. You can make your own due diligence if you're interested in investing.
Okay, great. I mean, I also used the Telegram version. I mean, I tried that. I mean, that's daily usage. I tried that how it's working, but I want to also know that how is it really working? I mean, I only see the results and everything in Telegram, but I would like to know a little bit more that how is it going really?
Yeah, the technical wise, I don't know it because we've got James, our developer. He was connecting all the APIs or something. How do you call it? But in fact, if you look at our scanner, it's collecting data, real-time data from different chains. So you got different kind of blockchains, like Ethereum, like Base, like Solana. And if you incorporate the contract, let's say you want to search out for our project, for iSec, then you copy the contract, you copy it in the scanner, and it processes, I think it will take about 10 seconds or something like that, for giving you real-life data. So what was the starting cap? How many X's have the snipers made? How many airdrops have been sent out? What is the number of holders? Is there some supply burnt or something like that? So it gives you real-time data based on the different blockchains. And it's just like a processing bot of data, will give you all the insights by using our scanner. So if you look at the layout which James made together with our dev, it's very easy to understand. You can see the contract, you can see the deployer contract, you can see the market cap, you can also see different kind of snipers people may have used. And it's also got some directions like the DEX screener, DEX tools, Photon, etc. And furthermore, it gives you also insights. Let's say you've got a 0-0 DEX play, or you got a 5-5 project. So it also shows you which kind of fees or slippage you have to use for buying into a project.
Okay, great. And also, I mean, when we're talking about projects, I guess it can differ on many blockchains, because the day that I was buying some tokens, it was, I don't know, supporting, I guess it was Solana based, Tron, something like that. And also I saw lots of new messages coming that a new blockchain is adding, a new blockchain is added. So how is it going right now? I mean, how many blockchains and what are them?
Yeah, correct. We started in the beginning when we started this project with 3 chains, the 3 main chains. We started on Ethereum, Base. Also, we've got nowadays BSC, Solana. We got Tron. We got TRX tokens you can scan, and also different kind of EVM network tokens. So based on the demand of the investors of our community, the team is expanding the blockchains which can be read out and which can be used by our scanner. So maybe in some time we will be having like 20 or 40 blockchains you can scan in by using the iSec scanner for getting all the real life data. But it really works on user demands. So where's the volume? If you see a couple of months ago, you saw a big spike in, for example, nowadays in TRX tokens. It's very hyped up. Some time ago, there was much hype regarding base tokens. So it all depends on the market volume, the market trends, and also the user demands of our TG members.
Okay, so it means like, for example, tomorrow a new blockchain is get hyped, then you will add it as well, as I get.
Yeah, not tomorrow, but it will take some days working. Yeah. But for sure, if there's going to be a new blockchain and there's much hype and much momentum, much volume, it will be very pleased that we are going to integrate it in our scanner. So the scanner will be improved, non-stop. by adapting to the market, adapting to the volume, adapting to what people want and what people need for finding new place.
Okay, yeah, got it. I mean, I didn't mean also for tomorrow. I mean, like, for example, a new one just added. I wanted to be sure that I can check the tokens, the projects with the tool or not, and
Yeah.
wanted to somehow like know that is it like fixed blockchains at the moment or new ones can be added, which I got my answer anyway.
Yeah. At the moment, we are supporting a fixed number of chains, but what will be expanded in the coming days, coming weeks, based on your demand, based on the demand of the community, and how the volume is going to change and shift into the market. If you ask me, the bull run still has a start. So much change will be upcoming, will be hyped up. That's the momentum. We have to adapt the scanner for that kind of volume-based networks.
Yeah, okay, got it. Among my questions, I had also one question mentioning that how can users evaluate security of a token by your tool? I guess you somehow answered to this question, but maybe you want to add something more, or how do you see it?
For investing in new projects, I think everyone wants to know, for example, is there a max limit? For example, you get a 0-0 play. The contract has been leaked out, so there will be many snipers in. But let's say two people are owning like 10 or 20% of the total supply. So it would be wise to avoid that kind of projects. And you can also see by using a scanner, some tokens are flagged as high risk. Personally, I would avoid those kind of projects. And if our scanner shows the green button or the green sign, you can say it's a rather safe play, and it has passed the security checks our bot is searching for. But you never know, so you can avoid potential risk plays, potential projects where there will be a lot of snipers, and all I think to help you as an investor to finding safe place, secure place where, for example, your wallet can't be blacklisted. In some place, the team will integrate the blacklisting functionality, and they can blacklist the wallets who are owning a very big amount of supply. So you can buy it, only you can sell it. So it's all about being safe and staying safe, and incorporating as much security features you as an investor need.
Yeah, got it. I mean, also, I once tried the bot is like just making me more sure about the project and how is everything going with that, with the security side, and also as a person, like how is the team wallet going? I don't know, how are the veils of the project, how is the distribution and something like that, which is something like the most important sides for me at least. So I use that one. But also, I wanted to go among the airdrop topics. I mean, at least with my community side, I know that lots of people are just trying to find some airdrops going with it. And also, we all know that in the last months, some of these Telegram mini apps or bots just came that was talking about airdrops. So I would say maybe airdrops is somehow like more famous during last days. So how can your system just make those guys satisfied, the guys that are going with airdrops and like that?
Yeah, it can be scary in a new place when you're seeing that a lot of supplies has been airdropped. Most of the times, teams are giving airdrops away to team members, to supporting whales or something like that. But you can check it by using a bot. I think there's a functionality called token details, and you can see the amount of holders, also the top holders. It will show you an percentage. Let's say that the top holder list is 10. You can see now by using our scanner that maybe 10% is owned by the top 10 of the biggest holders. But you can also see how much airdrops have been sent out. And you can do your own due diligence from make sure for yourself, are you okay with the airdrops being sent out? How many persons are still holding the airdrops? But you also can see how many whales are potentially in a play. But it all depends to the community. How long can you hold? How long can a holder support the community, support a project? But you can also uncover potential manipulation by teams. Some teams are doing a bundled snipe. So they're owning a big supply of the tokens. So are you feeling yourself safe in that kind of place, or are you making the decision to move on to another play where there will be less snipers in, or there will be less airdrops being sent out? So it's all about fair token distribution, if you ask me.
Okay. And also, as you're mentioning that you are someone like considering how is the tokens distributed for the airdrops, or I don't know how is the big wallets, the big whales, or the snipers, or like that.
Yeah.
I would like to know also, maybe, I mean, you already talked about the security factors you are just right now considering in a project, but I'm not sure whether you told something like all of them, or maybe you can just give us more detail on that. Because I also know, for example, we have lots of tokens these days. I don't know, they have 20 percentage still on by text, and it's like it's very, very
Yeah.
hard for user to go in. So
Yeah. It can be scary if you
yeah,
compare. Yeah, if you compare our scanner,
yeah.
we have integrated a number of specific details. Yeah, for me as an investor, I always want to know what is the maximum wallet holding. So how many percentage of the supply can you hold? Can you buy with a certain amount of wallet? Also, if I speak for myself, I'm also looking at taxes. I don't like plays who are using like a 10-10 tax fee, so 10% selling fee, 10% buying fee. So in fact, when you're buying into a token, you are being charged 10%. When you want to sell, you're being charged 10%.
Yeah.
And also, I want to check from what is the maximum transaction amount? Is the amount you can send limited, or can you trade freely? And for me, as an investor, I've always checked if there is a blacklisting functionality. Yeah, for example, you're gonna snipe a contract, a 0-0 play. You snipe in the beginning, you own 5% of the total supply, and you want to sell it, but your wallet has been blacklisted by the team. Then you're really, how do you say it? Fucked in real life.
Yeah.
So you can't sell, your wallet is blacklisted. So that are a couple of examples of the security features our scanner detects in the coming place. And for me also, I think it's very valuable that you can check the starting cap. So at what starting cap the project was launched. And for example, the project has done an X10,000, for example. Are you able, or are you willing to buy at the moment when a project has done an X10,000K? So the early buyers are up big time. They can be up big time if they haven't sold until now. And also, I also want to check from, is a current contract clogged or unclogged? So is it safe to trade for me as a potential investor?
Okay, so if I got right, you're also mentioning that, for example, if somebody coming and I don't know buying 20% of the tokens, for example, then there could be some features for just blacklisting the wallet for not manipulating,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. For example, I ain't trading on Solana, but I've heard from friends that new launches were being sniped very hard. That one guy is owning 20% of supply.
Yeah.
So on every little pump, they were seeing sell. So when seeing that kind of a big wallet we sniped at the beginning, it would be very scared for me to invest in that kind of project. So I would avoid that project and I would move on to a safe play. But mostly I'm trading on Ethereum. I'm an old school BSC guy. So BSC has got my heart, still got my heart, only it's lacking a bit of volume at the moment.
Okay, great. I mean, I also was looking for something like this because we also see that in the, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, there was like a meme coin season on Solana, and we all know what happened there. I mean, lots of whales had, I don't know, 50% of the tokens, then they were just manipulating everything they wanted. So it can be very useful, I would say.
Yeah, it's going to be really scary for you as a new investor to a project. You can invest blindly. You can pull out like, let's say, a 2x or something like that. But are you willing and can you make a profit for the long-term hold? Or are you able to afford that kind of project?
Yeah, got it. But as you also mentioned about the new traders, I wanted to also ask about this one as well, because every time the cycle is happening, the Bitcoin is going to a new ATH. Lots of new investors, new traders, are coming in, and in most cases they are the losers, because they're somehow like is the liquidity of the other ones here. But I wanted to know that how is iSec just making benefits for these new traders, the ones that are not too much experienced.
Yeah, if you for example, if you're a new trader on let's say Telegram, I know my starting point. Years back, I started trading. There was a token called Verge. At the time we didn't have Telegram, so all information was based on CMC. There wasn't Trust Wallet, there wasn't the MetaMask wallet, there wasn't a Phantom wallet or something like that. So he was just buying your tokens from the exchange. But currently you are seeing an explosion of tokens on the different chains. So every day there are maybe 10, 20, 30 launches happening on Solana, Ethereum, or something like that. So for a new trader, it's very complex. You have to install the different wallets. For example, you're just using Telegram. I think it took me 1 year or 2 years or something like that for adding all the different kind of bots. In the past, I was using DEX tools for information. I was using DEX screening for information. I was using the Perp bot for information. I was also using TTF. I was using Safe Analyzer. But for newcomers, it will be very easy because you only have to use our scanner, for example, and it gives you all the information, what 4, 5, or 6 different information sources were given you in the past. So you don't need to have access to TTF, to Safe Analyzer, to DEX tools, to DEX screen, and so on. So by using one single scanner, you're getting all the information very fast, within 10 seconds, something like that. And with a time frame of 10 seconds, you can make the judgment call: are you going to invest or are you going to do more due diligence? For example, by using all different bots I mentioned, all different sites, sometimes it took me, like, let's say 30 minutes or 1 hour for making the judgment call and for getting all the real-time information I needed to invest. So the project launch, let's say 10K, there was a starter cap. 1 hour later, the cap was 100K. So potentially you have missed an X10 on your investment. And if you are using our scanner, the information will be given to you within 10 seconds. So the starting cap you will be able to invest in can be very low. So the return on investments can be much better for new investors. You don't have to use different kind of sources, just use one source for finding all your information, for making your judgment call, for making your decision, and avoid shitty plays. So it makes the life of the new investors who are joining this cycle more easy. But the main reason and the main objective is that they have to be in our TG, that they have to be using our bots. Otherwise, they will still be blind spotted and don't know which projects you're gonna invest in.
But as well as you are mentioning that these features are going to be used going to beneficial for new traders, I would say they're also beneficial for experienced funds.
If you compare the new beginners, the starting investors compared to the more experienced investors, currently the more experienced investors, I think they were using different kind of layouts, different kind of bots for doing the analysis, for making sure they are investing in safe place. But if you see what the main objective of our scanner is and what can you use it for, you can deep digger into information, so you can do more due diligence before investing in a project. You can also use the scanner for tracking your performance of your portfolio. You can also use a scanner for adjusting your investments currently upwards to weeks or months based on the number of contracts being scanned, where the volume is going. The scanner will be developed more and more, will be more widely adapted, will be widely used, I think. So new investors, current investors, and also the experienced investors and the experienced traders. I think in due time they all will be using our scanner. And furthermore, they can identify potential trading opportunities based on market trends, token metric, etc. So it's all about the information you are getting from a scanner and what are you going to do with before investing in a project. It all depends. Are you a risk taker? Are you a safe player? Are you willing to invest in a project for an X2, for example? Or are you giving the team your confidence that it will be a long-term play? So I think it all depends on your strategy for investing, even for an experienced trader. So how are you trading? What kind of profits you want to take at one moment, at what time? Or are you diamond hand and holding for a long time and giving your support to a project team, to the community for the end of the bull? I think it's going to happen maybe in December 2025 or something like that. So we've got 1.5 years before the bull market, this cycle is going to end. And all the time you can adapt your strategies and you can use different kind of strategies for doing your investments.
Okay, great. So thank you for that. I mean, you already covered one of my questions again, but I have a new question, which is like whenever somebody is going to have a talk with a project team or an AMA or I don't know, interview anything, they're always asking about that what's some new alphas for us? I mean, some new features going to be enabled, some new features going to be implemented, and so on. What do you have in your hands right now?
Of course. I think one thing I mentioned is the adding of developing for that the scanner can be used for different kind of blockchains. So if you see the different blockchains we are supporting or we're giving information, or at the moment we will going to expand it. Furthermore, the team is also working on integration of the scanner with popular wallets. I named, for example, MetaMask, Trust Wallet. Also, our plans is to integrate the scanner together with exchanges. There's also the mini chart option. So an advanced charting will be available sometime with the scanner in some, I don't know, days, weeks or something like that. You can do more technical analysis. You get more technical analysis tools. We're also looking at making the scanner adaptable to socials. For example, when the project's been tweeted a lot on X, it would be very nice for you as an investor that you can get some pop-ups or something like that. For example, a new meme token has been launched and everybody's tweeting about it. You want to know what's the social sentiment, how's the community engagement and something like that. So scanner will be adapted, will be developed, and will be having new features from time to time.
Okay, great.
So we're changing it based on your demands. So what kind of demands the community needs, the investors need? How can you use that kind of features for finding new plays, for investing into new plays, and for the long term of the project?
Okay, and you have any estimations on some of these features? When are they going to be live or so on?
I think that James, he's the main dev of the scanner, and he is doing all the technical stuff. So the estimation will be given in the TG by the founder by James. They can give more information regarding that. So I ain't a tech guy, I can't code, but gladly we got James on board, and he's pouring a lot of time with our founder.
Yeah. I mean, I thought maybe any estimations you have at the moment, but it's totally understandable that what's happening there. And
it will all be announced and pinned in the TG. For example, when one new feature will come out in, let's say, a week or something like that, our founder will pin a message. We inform the community. And also the calls like you, for example, Maziiar, and the other calls we've got on board. We're also going to do some tweeting, I think. So everybody will know in time which kind of features will be available at what moment.
Okay, great then. So I would say my last question, as I know there will be some revenue shares to be released soon or later. I mean, some news about this one?
Yeah, I can share some information regarding that. If you have a look at our project and what we're trying to achieve, we are aiming for long-term holders. We want to get the support of the community, but we will also want to give back, if
Mhm.
I pronounce it correctly.
Yeah.
What I heard from our founders that ref sharing will be released and will be available on September the 12th. Uh, what's the
It's,
date of today? It's the
it's nice today.
It's the I'm shitty in the time frames. I'm
Oh,
still a bit hangover from the weekend.
it's okay.
I need to sleep. So on September 12th, the ref sharing option will be available. Uh, yeah, it's very nice to have, but I have to say there will be some minimum holding required. And the information I got from our founder said you have to hold at least a point or 0.5% of the supply of iSec
Uh-huh.
to get your ref share.
Okay,
So
great. So,
that's the minimum holding. So if you're holding, for example, 1%, you're safe. Are you holding 0.05, for example, then you will be holding less than the minimum holding required. So ref sharing will be released September 12th, and the minimum holding required will be 0.5% of the supply.
so, just for being sure, you mentioned 12th of September, something like 2 or 3 days later, right?
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah. That's
Okay.
the estimated time frame. It's now the 9th, so 12th will be on Thursday. So it all depends on the integration of the contract for make some changes. Also have to decide what kind of percentage of the revenue sharing will be given to the holders who are meeting the minimal requirements. So we have to integrate some things, and we have to discuss also some things within the Brits Dev and with the other community members. But it will be available as soon as possible, Maziiar.
Mhm. Okay, great then. So, I mean, my questions are finished at the moment, nothing more, but I'm looking forward to have something like 0.5% of the share. Like, for to
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, at the moment, I think it's still affordable. If you see our current cap, I think we're hovering around 300k. The all-time high was 600k or something like that.
Mhm.
So owning 0.5% is cheap at the moment, if you ask me. Uh,
Mhm.
so if you're, I think the main conclusion is if you are seeing our scanner, are you using our scanner? You'll be using it for different kind of information purposes, for finding safe place, for finding place which are secure. Check out the buttons, make use of our scanner. So your ref sharing will be available soon. I think the farther we are going towards weeks or months or even like that, the more complex and the more widely used our scanner will be. So it would be fun if you're gonna need let's say in 2 months, you can use our scanner. You can use it for different kind of information purposes. You can use it for finding a safe place. You got some ref sharing going on, so you will be rewarded for holding. But maybe in some time you can also use our scanner for sniping contracts. So you only need one tool, our scanner, for getting long crypto.
Okay, good. So, okay then, thank you. I mean, it was useful information here, and also thanks for just letting me be here and asking my questions.
Yeah,
Uh, I
thank
would
you. It
like,
was very nice to talk to you, Maziar.
yeah, I mean, it was a pleasure talking to you, and also, yeah, I mean, I know you're in the hangover days, but yeah, very happy
Yeah,
that.
yeah. My missus was angry at me. I went partying. The bachelor party started 8 in the morning on Saturday, and I was home at 4 o'clock in the morning the next day. So I partied for like 20 hours or something like that. I
Oh,
slept for
okay.
5 hours yesterday. So I'm still very tired, but I promised to do the space with you, and I'll ask you my promises. Tonight I'm gonna sleep very early, and I hope to be more fit tomorrow.
Yeah, great. I hope to as well for you.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better.
Yeah.
And maybe next time we can also do a similar spacers or AMR. I don't know how we're gonna call this.
For sure. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
mean, that's from my side as well. So thank you again. And yeah, wish to, I guess, see you maybe one day. So let's see, guys.
yeah, that would be nice. And
Yeah.
if you are looking at the current listeners, mostly the first AMA, the amount of listeners will be lower compared to AMA or Spaces 3, 4, etc.
Yeah.
And also, I'm seeing that I've got still 15 minutes left for my next appointment, my bright appointment at School of the Kids.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you very much for doing the spaces 1 hour earlier than was mentioned on X. And I'm looking forward to doing the next spaces with you together, Maziiar.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also in. Just let me know whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it will be announced and it will be talked over with the team. And the next spaces, maybe we will give some more information regarding new features and what will be available at the moment. And also, maybe we can tell something more about the different kind of blockchains where we'll be supporting at the moment. So just follow the TG, support. I hope everybody can engage when you are free, when you've got some time. Let's have a nice bull run, if you ask me.
Yeah. I mean, let's wish for it.
Yeah, let's wish for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
It is out of our hands. We can't. How do you
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
it? The market's
Great.
very volatile. So it's all about marketing sentiment, new investors, and we're up for 1.5 nice months of 1.5 year
Yeah.
of fun, I think.
I think so as well. I mean, first of all, we need a strong Bitcoin for
Yeah.
lots of new joiners to come to us, lots of new monies and everything. But I guess it will happen. I mean, I cannot be sure for sure. It's not a financial advice, but I guess it will happen.
Let's hope it's gonna happen, Maziiar.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it will happen. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's. Okay, then. So I would say again, very happy to be here. I guess I need to drop right now. But yeah, just looking forward to have some more spaces with you guys there. And also, I was happy that I was a little bit a speaker here with lots of my friends here. I see Crypto Nijas, Azim, and yeah, I mean, lots of them I know. But yeah, I mean, I was happy that I was a speaker here as they were here, and also very happy to talk with you, Maito here. I mean, we had the conversation in TG, but now
Yeah.
I'm just speaking together. So yeah, it was a good time here and funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. So I wish you all a nice evening, and for you a nice early night, I would say.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It was nice talking to you all, and thank you all for listening. And I'm hoping to see you all at the next spaces or email voice chat. We're going to talk it over the team, and we're going to plan a new session.
Yeah, great.
Thank you very much, and have a nice evening all.
Yeah, the same. Bye bye.
Bye. Cheers.